1,000 grams of potassium is going to pull the water into the cells. Now, the influencers are not telling you, but I'm going to give you the tea. This is loaded with potassium. The issue with a lot of the other supplements you're taking as far as electrolytes, they're 100% sodium. There's this one supplement out there that's like 1,000 milligrams of sodium, a pinch of this and a pinch of that. That 1,000 milligrams of sodium is literally puffing you up like an Oompa Loompa because it does not have potassium. This is loaded with potassium. This is actually going to pull the water into your cells. Now for me, I'm an ostomate, which means I have my bag down here. So I have to have electrolytes in every single drink. I don't do any water without electrolytes. And what I found is that potassium is the game changer when it comes to hydrating my body. It's hot. I have an ileostomy, and just even if you don't have an ostomy, it is summer. It is getting very, very hot, especially if you live in the desert, no matter where you're at. This 1,000 grams of potassium. Now, this is the other thing. It only has 10 grams of sodium. So you may still need to bring in some Himalayan salt or sea salt if you need a little bit extra sodium, but this is going to be a game changer. It also has trace minerals. Trace minerals are going to be like magnesium, chloride, some of those other things to pull the water into the cells. And this is what makes this combination different than the one that's just throwing a bunch of sodium. So depending on where you're at in your electrolyte journey, your hydration journey, whatever it may be, you need to be smart about electrolytes. Also, another thing I will say is that a lot of the times we look at this and we're like, oh, just one scoop, and it's like, oh, 30 days worth of 50 servings. To be honest, 50 servings shouldn't really take you all the way through the month. Most of us are going to be nutrient deficient. We're going to be electrolyte deficient. If you're sweating, by the time you start sweating, by the time you're thirsty, baby, you already dehydrated. So here's the thing. Even though this is 50 servings, going into the summer, depending on where your hydration is at, you may need more. And don't be afraid to add a little sea salt. There's always the little test that you can do where you grab, let me put it here, 1,000 grams of potassium is going to pull the water into the cells. Now, your skin, if it stays up, then dehydrated. If it comes back down, snaps back, that means you're hydrated. That's always a little test you can do. But if you're feeling cramping and bloating, feeling more irritated in the heat, you feel like you go into the heat for 5 minutes and you're just drained by it, it's because you're lacking potassium and some of these main minerals that are going to be included in this product. So you want to check it out.